Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. Knowledge is the treasure of a wise man, but beware of false knowledge. It's more dangerous than ignorance. Forget all you know, or think you know. Abandon power and enforce decrees, inwards, where the deepest rivers flow. Find the currents of eternity. But most of all, just remember, welcome to my mania. Hello, welcome to Untethered. This is Jake Johnson. What's going on, everybody? It's a great day for America. I don't know why, it just is. Great Sky Troll, what's happening? You'll be here until you're stood up by your lady. Then you're going to become absurdly drunk and pass out. You get a like, a comment, and subscribe. Thank you, sir. I could always use those. Press that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Make a comment. Hey, April. Hey, Sonny. How is everyone? I'm feeling funky today. I got my nice hot cup of coffee. I got my nice special guitar. My lovely lady. Yeah, it's funky, psychedelic. Today, we're going to be playing through my Gibson. You're walking your dog currently. Well, maybe your dog wants to walk you. Doing great. I haven't had any coffee today. That'll be later. That'll be right now. Lovely. So you have a dog named Luna? Is that dog named Sola? Just asking. It's none of my business, but, you know. You've been buzzing around all day. Like I did a big rail of dopes. Like Boone Circle. But I'm clean as a pinstripe. Well, I can't say the same. We're at Mammy's Chop House eating dinner. Y'all always eating out. Jesus. Just send me some of that steak. I could use some food. I think you eat out more than anybody I know, which is pretty awesome in this day and age. My eating out usually involves opening some kind of a can. That's all right, though. That's the life I chose. She's a dark dog. My friend named her. He's eating Ba, and I'm eating Moo. Yep, I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm not stupid. I'm not falling for that trap. You're not catching me. Anyway. So far today, lamb and cow. Yeah, I got the reference. I was just teasing you. You think cow and lamb? I mean, look at me. I ain't much to look at, but you can't see dumb written across my forehead. So how's everybody doing? Hey, Darlene. It's Wednesday, hump day. I don't know about hump day. It's something. Good. Glad to hear it. It's been a rainy day today. Still no word on the stimulus check. Half the government's worried about the other half of the government stealing blue mailboxes, which is a thing that's been happening since 2013 because they're replacing them with newer blue boxes. And I was watching TV, and the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, said people want their checks. They want their, I don't know, government checks or Social Security checks or whatever. I was like, well, they haven't sent those through the mail since 2013. Most people get direct deposit. So that's out. And also, people don't check their mail at the blue mailboxes. That's to send out only. Are you people insane? So, I've been watching the absurdity of the political theater of the world for the past 4 years. I cut grass, paid bills, cleaned up, bought a TV, installed the TV, did 3 loads of clothes, and a few other things. I'm vibrating with nervous energy. What could cause that? Cocaine. You know what I did today? I slept more before 9 o'clock than you did all night last night. Believe that. Actually, what's happening is your body is creating endorphins, and the more you use, the more you have. And I would say that since it's been so hot lately, and it was relatively cool today, you got a burst of energy, a second wind as it were, and it just never went away. So you're probably just jamming. It'll go away, I promise. You've lost 10 pounds in a week, but you're wired, not sleeping or eating like a rhinoceros. And as I said, I'm clean, bruh. Unless it's in the water, I'm clean. I believe you. You don't. Me thinks you protest too much. I haven't said you weren't clean. What's up, Mr. Mercer? Good to see you, buddy. This is what it looks like inside of my head, by the way. For those of you who are wondering. I chose this background because it is my mania. Welcome to my mania. Yes, that's a damn sight cooler than the 105 that it's been. I didn't say it was cold, I just said it was cooler. No. It gets better, I promise. So, what would you guys like to hear? Well, I gotta do some adjusting. That's better. You told Rachel to go to the doctor after you're down to your fighting weight. I told Rachel to go to the doctor after you're down to your fighting weight. For what reason? If you're anything like me, you hadn't seen your fighting weight in quite a few years. April, last podcast you asked me if the old guitar that I was playing was the guitar given to me by your mother. It was not. This is. You see that beautiful aged wood? Listen to that sound. Very few things as beautiful as this instrument. Very few. Headed down south to the land of the pine, thumbing my way into North Carolina. But I'm staring up the road, I pray to God I see headlights. Yeah, I made it up the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers. But I'm hoping for Raleigh, see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Yeah, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. You're welcome. Made it up. I made it up. Running from the cold up in New England, I was born to be a fiddler in an old town string band. My baby picks the guitar, I play the banjo now. Yeah, North Country winter keep a getting me. I lost my money playing poker, now it's free. But if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die me. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Yeah, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Walking down south out of Roanoke, caught a trucker out of Philly, took a long talk smoke. He was headed west down to Cumberland, Gap down to Johnson City, Tennessee. Yeah, I gotta move on before the sun. I hear my baby calling and I know that she is the one. But if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. I got the words right, hey. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Yeah, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. What you guys feel like rocking out to tonight? Country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mountain mama, take me home, country road. There you go. Something different. I have viruses. Hold on. No, not the viruses. What we got here? You slept great. It is in the water, Great Sky Troll, apparently. Sounds good, thank you, Mr. Mercer. Thank you, Jake. You're welcome, Great Sky Troll. Great song, thank you, April. Sing it with me? Excellent. You're eating lamb, since that is Greek. How about a little Yanni? No, but I'd take a ligibira. Efkaristo, a ligibira, please. What? What did he just say? $10 to the person who could tell me what I just said. I'll even say it again. Efkaristo, a ligibira. If not, you owe me $10. See my master plan? It was not gibberish, it was a language. I'll even tell you which one. It was Greek. Didn't know your cousin spoke Greek? Well, I don't very well, but I can read the hell out of it. Lately I've been spending lots of time with my kids, telling them stories about the things that we did when we were a family. Such a long time ago. I've answered their questions till I'm blue in the face. There's no things that time can't erase, so I just tell them the truth. They ain't too young to know. Single father, part-time mother. When I'm not one, I am the other. You used to be my full-time lover. I'm a single father, a part-time mother. Lately I've been spending lots of time with my boy. No doubt about it, he's my pride and joy. One day he'll grow up, I won't have him no more. So many things I found hard to explain, so I just take him to McDonald's or buy him a little train. We'll put it together on the living room floor. Such is a life of a single father. He says, Dad, tell me if it's not too much bother, why it's just you and me living here in this home. He said, I know there's just two, when there ought to be three of us sharing these thoughts. You know, son, I guess sometimes at night I do feel alone. Single father, part-time mother. When I'm not one, I am the other. You used to be my full-time lover, and I'm a single father, part-time mother. I did not call April a bitch in Greek. I simply asked for a beer, please. You owe me $10. You think you're hearing display noise? Like the green screen effect, maybe it's just me. It's probably just you because the green screen doesn't make any noise. It's just a sheet. You might be hearing my air conditioner. That's a possibility. I wish that was one of my songs, Darlene. That's a David Allan Coe song that was recorded by Kid Rock. How about some Poison? I'll play a little Poison a little bit later on. I played it last podcast, so I'll play it towards the end. You hear something also? Hang on. Let me see. I'm going to cut my mic off. I want you guys to tell me if you hear it then. All right? All right, my microphone's back on. Did you hear it while my microphone was off? I don't know what it could be. You can't hear it now? Is it gone permanently or is it back? All right, hang on. Do you hear it now? Can you hear it now? Yes, you can hear it now. What about now? The only thing that's different from the last time I played is that there was an update. I wonder if they updated the audio. I swear it's always something. I'm gonna keep noise suppression at about 30. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I hear it now. Is it gone? I don't know how it could be feedback. I'm not running anything with volume. Yeah. Alright, I think it's gone. It must be just a glitch. I don't know. Might be something wrong with one of these cables. All right. 2 6-packs of Shiner, 99-cent butane lighter, Lucky Strikes and a 5th of Patron. Ice down that igloo cooler, tank of gas that ought to do her. I can feel a good one coming on. Throw in the Ray Wiley Hubbard, sing along to Redneck Mother, any blues I had before gone. Another working week is over, no chance of staying sober. I can feel a good one coming on. Yeah, we're gonna roll all night, get the feeling right, get this party started till the break of dawn. I can feel a good one, feel like a good one. I can feel a good one coming on. Three blondes and a ragged Mustang followed us down to the lake, and I didn't have to think about that too long. Skinny dipping in a Chattahoochee, knuckle deep in your sister's coochie. I can feel a good one coming on. Alright, yeah, we're gonna roll all night, get the feeling right, keep this party rocking till the break of dawn, yeah. I can feel a good one, yeah, feels like a good one. I can feel a good one coming on. I can feel a good one coming on. Yeah, yeah. There you go. There's a little Blackberry Smoke for you. We are in the Twilight Zone. We are in the end times, baby. Yeah, it must be a shortage in the cord is all I can figure. I'll just try not to touch it. I must have bumped it or something. I was thinking, I was looking back at some of the previous videos that I've done, and one of the things that struck me is when April first started coming onto the show and watching, the first thing she asked me was, how do you know how to do all this stuff? You remember that, April? Well, I'll tell you. I want you to think back circa 1990, 89, 90, somewhere in that area. On a certain dirt road in Lakeland, Florida, where a young boy built a set in his backyard and started filming TV shows with a big used camcorder that he got from somewhere. And for about 3 years, that's all he did, make videos with his neighbors. You remember that guy? That started it all. I believe it was the Phil and Ed show. Remember that? Passing around bootleg VHS cassette tapes to the local kids to watch the show. Well, that's where it all started. I've been messing with video and audio ever since. So now you know. You were there when it happened. Matter of fact, you might have participated in 1 or 2 of the videos that I made. So there's a call back to a long time ago. Hey, that's an Indian looking pattern. Ooh. It's not racist if it's me. Hee. Y'all ever done anything like that? Don't tell me about your dirty tapes that you made. I don't want to know about that. Yes, there were fun times, informative times, educational. It actually started before that. I had, it was me and Little Mike, actually. We had not an 8-track, but a cassette recorder, one of those long ones which you put the tape in and press play on the little button at the front. You know what I'm talking about? And so we were making audio recreations of the movie Predator, where we would act out all the things that we could remember about the movie. That was the first foray into editing that I ever did. I was very little then, though. Could have been 13, 14 years old, 15 maybe. And then I got into motorcycles and cars and girls. And that took a back seat. I think I got married about that time for the first time, too. Could have been long after that. I think I was 17. I've been married a few times, in case y'all haven't known. I can count them on one hand. I'm a collector at this point. Let's see. Darlene says, me too. I think I got you beat by one or two, though. Yeah, I wanted to be Batman. I think everybody did, though. This is a song by my good friend Shooter Jennings. Well, the shit, I got you beat by 5 then. Lie. Oh shit, that's way low. Life is a dream. When I wake up, I see you smile right back at me. You light up when I touch you. You smile 'cause I love you, and this life is all that I need. But heaven is just an illusion. One hell of a better conclusion to this life with you. So I stay up late at night, try to hock a room with my guitar. I sang my poor me's at another empty bar, unrehearsed and dying of thirst, and cursed with the other line. Sometimes I sit and look at old pictures and air another unanswered prayer. But I won't look too long, 'cause I'm not that strong, and for a moment I'll pretend you still care. And like those pictures, life will fade. There ain't a song I would not trade for one more minute with you. So I stay up late at night, try to hawk a room with my guitar, sing my poor me's at another empty bar, unrehearsed, dying of thirst, cursed with the other life. Yeah, I stay up late at night, try to hawk a room with my guitar, I sing my poor me's at another empty bar, unrehearsed, dying of thirst, cursed with the other life. That's the other life, Shooter Jennings. Looks like Dr. Strange background. Nope, not a Dr. Strange background. It just might be strange. But I'm not a doctor. You'll never kneel again. I ain't never kneeled to start with. It usually just ends up that way. Tell you the truth, if statistics hold true, it usually ends up with me going to get an egg breakfast at some restaurant. And then next thing you know, I'm moving in. Or she's moving in. That's how it usually works with me anyway. It's happened more than once. It's happened more than twice. Twice to the same woman. Yes, I saw Doctor Strange. It was okay. I'm not really into those Marvel movies. I miss the old days when, movies were good. You can't even see a pair of titties on a movie nowadays, hardly. Everybody's scared to death to offend somebody. And if you do see them, they're fat. Because fat's beautiful and brave and stunning. And don't you dare say any different. Go to Netflix, no one cares who they offend on there. Well, I beg to differ with you, darling. Netflix is a left-wing ideology-driven platform, and 90% of their movies are about suicide. I'm just saying. Watch Netflix all you want, just go in with an open mind and understand what you're looking at. Nothing's wrong with fat titties. Nobody wants to see them, though, on a movie screen 30 feet tall. That's why they cast hot young girls. What's the point in going to a movie to see reality? If I wanted to see fat titties, I'd go get a girlfriend. I'm just being honest. Not trying to offend anybody, but that's just the truth. If I wanted reality, I wouldn't be watching a movie. And titties are very important. You could cause world peace if you understood the power of titties. But nobody's brave enough to stand up and say what they really are. There was a time they did, but they don't anymore, not since the 60s. Folks, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons until they don't do anything anymore. Follow one of the links in the description below and get yourself a t-shirt or a baseball cap or a face mask or a beanie or a a fanny pack or a beach towel, or there's all kinds of shit down there. If you really want to help out and support the musician, if you like what I do, and if you want me to keep doing it, paypal.me/JakeJohnsonBand. The power of the titties is very strong. Yes, it is. You will take a picture of mine and send them. No, please don't. Either way that you would have me take that statement, I don't want to see them. Either they're yours or they're my cousins. Either way, I don't want to see them. Why I keep these toxic women in my life? Well, yeah. I think the truth of the matter is there's a whole lot of toxicity going around these days, both male and female. And regardless of who you are, or what you claim you are, everybody has a little bit of toxicity. But the problem has been exacerbated by butthurt little retards, because we had an entire generation of mothers and fathers that were bound and determined to not let their kids have to go through what they went through, not realizing, of course, that's what made them good in the first place. So they sheltered the hell out of an entire generation, and the next generation to come was completely lost. We have an entire generation of lost. You can't save it. You can't fix it. There is hope, though. The newest generation, the young kids that are coming up, are twice as likely to be conservative in nature and are actually not buying into all the bullshit that's being said. They're asking questions, and that's a good thing. So hopefully before I die, I'll see the world make a turn back around towards reality. You see, we've got an entire generation that don't have anything to stand for. They don't have anything to believe in. They actually think this is an evil country that we live in. They actually think that time started about the year 2000. They have no idea what's actually went on in this world. And they think that by erasing the things that offend them, that they can go on without it. Here's the problem with that. If you erase your history, you can't learn from your mistakes. So you're going to make them again, because it's human nature. So you can look forward to that, because they're all being raised by their grandparents. That's true too. There's a lot of absentee parents in the world. Some of them are not by choice, but most of them are. You're rolling and laughing. Well, it's true. I'm not saying anything that's not true. Yours are bigger than April's? Damn, April. I must increase my bust. Kevin's idiotic. Well, the man knows what he is. Yep. If you want to salvage what's left of this world, here's my advice to you, regardless of who you are in this world. If you come across this video and you want some sage advice, if you really want to know how to fix what's going on, I mean, you might be red-pilled, or you might be out there, drinking the Kool-Aid and following that lefty cult that's going around. You may be transgender. You may be, outside of your head thinking you're a furry. I don't care what you are. This is what you should do. Go outside and plant something and make it grow. Go outside and build something. Use your hands. Use your brain. Sweat a little bit. That's all you have to do. Because community is what's important. You can't live in a big city. It's against the nature of humanity. You can't do it. All you're doing is stacking shit on top of shit in perpetuity. There's no way around it. You have to go outside, breathe the fresh air, take the stupid mask off your face because it's not doing you any good, and plant something, grow something, get an animal, Buy some property. If you have some money, go out and buy you a piece of property. It ain't got to be much. Buy a quarter of an acre. Buy a third of an acre. But cultivate it. You can grow enough food on a quarter of an acre to feed your entire family year round. Have some chickens. Get a goat. That's how you live. That's how you survive this coming apocalypse that's already started. It's in full swing. And I'm going to tell you something. You're not going to like to hear it, but it's the truth. It don't get better. If you've read the book, then you know the ending. It gets much, much worse. There's going to come a time when you start, even if you're on the other side and you think you're winning this war, there's going to come a time when they come for you, when they start eating their own. And you've already seen evidence of that by watching the news. So you know I'm telling you the truth. Wake up. Open your eyes. You can't escape what's coming. What's coming is the end. Now, I don't know how long that's going to be. I'm not making an end of the world prediction. This can go on for literally thousands of years. It's already happened before. What do you think happened to Rome? That history you want to erase so bad? Go get a book about Rome and find out what they did just before they fell. And you'll find out it's very similar to what's going on right now. Very similar. But you see, this is just a type for the stuff that's going to happen in the end. Everything, history repeats itself over and over and over and over. You can't stop it. You can't change it. It's just the nature of the cyclical nature of the world. It repeats itself. People are born, people die, and they do the same thing over and over. They may do it in different ways. They may come at it from different angles, but the end result's always the same. You win or you lose. You thrive or you fail. Right now, we're in full swing of failure. This is a catastrophic, system-wide failure that's happening right now all around us. And you can't survive it. Number one, stop listening. If you don't listen, that poison can't get into your head. Number two, admit reality. Stop pretending you're something you're not. Stop trying to be something you can't be. Admit what you see. What goes in here, what goes in here, what goes in here, that's what's in front of you. The world is not a construct. It is not made up. It's not a simulation. Slap yourself in the face if you think it's a simulation. It's not. Number three, get land. I don't care how. That's the one thing they don't make anymore. Get land. Plant something. Grow something. Make babies. You don't make babies, the system doesn't keep going. You have to make babies. You have to raise families. You have to have grandparents. You have to have aunts and uncles and cousins and friends. You have to have a community. That's how the world goes forward. That's the only way. There is no other way. That's just the way it is. I'm telling you because I love you. Trust me when I tell you. You want to survive this thing that's coming? Get a family. I don't care how you go about it. I don't care what it consists of. You need a family. All this talk of white privilege and all this stuff, well, let me tell you what privilege is. You are 3 times as likely to succeed and have a good, comfortable life if you only one thing. You can take all the other statistics and throw them out the window. If you have a mother and a father that love you and stay in the home with you, that's all you need. You're more than likely to get married. You're more than likely to make a good amount of money. You're more than likely to have your own family. You're more than likely to not go to prison or get killed or any of the dumb shit that's going on out there right now. You need family. So go get it. Let me see what's going on here. Very true. Did you, Mama? Did she what? Oh, I just planted a tomato plant. Yeah, well, cool. That's what you got to do. That's right. Because they are all being raised by the... Yeah, I already read that. Awesome. I am going to plant a marijuana plant next to Darlene's tomato plant. It'll probably grow good there. That's so cool. Yep, that's what we are, what we need. LOL. Whoop, I'm out. Why are you out? The whole stable parenting was never something in my life. I didn't say you had to be a parent. I said you had to have a family. Making babies is the way the world goes forward, but not everybody can make babies. Let me give you some advice. If you can't shoot, you can carry bullets. You know what I'm saying? You can dig holes. You can make sandwiches. There's all kinds of things in the world. See, that attitude, well, I'm out because I didn't say something you agreed with, that's what's wrong. I'm an old man. I've been through many marriages. I've been through boyfriends and girlfriends and everything else. I've been through ups and downs. I've fought battles. I've been through wars. You name it, I've had it happen to me. And I'm telling you from a very high place, looking down at everything around me, that this is the way forward. I don't have a family either, by the way, just so you know. You don't have to agree with everything I say. I still love you. Do you love me? If you do, why run from the truth? No, I understand that. So, get a family some other way. You have to have people. You cannot go through this world alone. That Kwai Chang King bullshit doesn't work. Trust me, I know. Do you see the gray in my hair? That's from being alone. No other reason. There you go. We found common ground. That's good. I, for one, enjoy having you here. This is a community. You can choose to flourish that community and help it grow. You can stand on the sidelines and watch it from a distance. You can boycott it and run away from it. Or you can do whatever. But this is a community. All 8 of us. And one day it'll be 1,000 of us, I hope. If not, then I'll just, be talking to you guys. But I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my part. And by the way, every word I say is not directed at you guys specifically. I'm trying to talk to a wider audience. So don't think that I'm just coming down on you or that I'm ranting in your direction. I'm just ranting in the direction of the camera, hoping somebody sees it. So understand that. I didn't mean you personally. I just meant in general. These are the ways of the world. It's always been that way. It always will be that way. Matter of fact, I believe, if I misread you, I apologize, but I believe what you're referring to is the very thing that Friendly Atheist said on the podcast last week about why didn't God just make Adam and Steve? It would have made no difference at all. Is that what you're talking about? Because if it is, I'll say the same thing to you I said to him. You're absolutely right. There's nothing wrong with that. And they would have lived happily ever after, and then they would have died. And that would have been the end of that. Because you can't get life from a butt. It just doesn't work. There's only one place life comes from. And if there's only 2 of you, life ain't happening that way. So that's all I meant by that. What you choose to do with your life is your business. It's not mine, and I'm not judging you. And I love you regardless of what you are or who you are. Doesn't matter. You do whatever you want to do. As long as you don't try to make me change my reality because your reality somehow trumps mine, then we're okay. The minute you tell me I have to think differently because you think differently, now we've got a problem. We got a problem that can't be solved because I'm not a movable object. But if you want to be different, hey, they called me a freak when I was young because I had long hair and wore earrings and worked in the construction world. So, I took my share of beatings for being different. So don't think that I don't sympathize. I do. I'm not quite different in that way, but I'm different nonetheless. I grew up in a world of men who worked from daylight till dark and didn't cull nothing. And they didn't care how weak you were, or how sensitive you were, or how strong you were. They just wanted to do something. And they put that on me at a very young age. And you can ask Darlene, you can ask April. Time I was old enough to move, I was working somewhere, doing something, wearing construction boots with my long hair and my dangling earrings and my spandex and my cut half shirt that looked like a girl shirt because that was in style at the time. Yeah. So I understand different. So don't think that I meant anything against you personally by that statement. It's just how I was raised to learn. And it seems to be the way this world moves forward. It also seems to be part of the problem. So I'm trying to rationalize it from an adult standpoint, which there's really no such thing as an adult if you think about it. I remember when I was a kid thinking, boy, I'll be glad when I'm grown up so I understand what these people are yelling at me about. And then all of a sudden I'm 40 and realize there's no such thing as an adult. We're making this shit up as we go along too. The only difference is we appeal to authority. So you think we know what we're doing. We don't. We're just winging it. You don't disagree. Good, I'm glad you don't. I'm here, Sonny. Me too. I'm here for you too. You need anything, you call old Uncle Jake and I'll be right there. I don't care where you are. I'll come a-running. You hope so too, Jake. I meant I wasn't a part of the statistic. Okay. I don't know what you hope so. Bravo. No, I don't agree with the Adam and Steve thing. Well, that's good because that's common sense. And that's what I'm trying to tell this guy, that you're leaning a little too far into nonsense, you know. Common sense, it doesn't matter. If you want to step outside of the lines, that's fine. But you can't erase the line. It's there for a reason, you know. That's all I'm saying. I'm simple, just happen to be a little different. Different is wonderful. There's nothing wrong with different. And again, not judging. I'm just talking truth. Sometimes it even offends me, but it's the truth and I have to deal with it. That's the nature of being grown. Yep, Mr. Mercer, that's right. You back for a minute? I didn't know you left. I thought you were here the whole time. I believe people can believe whatever they want as long as it's not hurting other people. You're absolutely right. The minute, just like I said a minute ago, the minute that you tell me that I have to start thinking differently because you think differently, now we've got a problem. But I can accept you for the way you think. Why aren't you accepting me for the way I think? Just because I've been doing it longer? Doesn't make any sense, does it? So, I don't know what all these people are rioting about and going crazy about even before the George Floyd thing. It's been going on for like 5-6 years now. And increasingly getting worse. And they always come up with some reason to do it, but it's never really the reason they're doing it. I think they just like breaking shit. I think they just like chaos. But it started in the colleges. And these trans kids wanting everybody to call them by their pronouns. And nobody can do it because nobody knows what the pronouns are because they keep making shit up. Because there's no set. If they'd have just come up with 3 of them and said, here, these are them, back then, the problem would have been solved. But no, they had to go, oh, well, I want to be called Z, or I want to be called a donkey, or I want to be called sir. Nobody knows what the hell you want. How can you judge me if I don't even know what you want me to call you? I mean, we have to meet each other first. Then you have to tell me without being weird that that's what you want to be called because for some reason, even though you look like a girl, you're not one. I can't keep up with that. So, and neither can anybody else. That's why it was a problem. And then they made a big deal about it. That's what started all this, right? It's spread out into way many other things now, but that was the beginning of it all. And people were getting canceled left and right, and I may even get canceled just for even talking about it. I don't know and I don't care. I'll just start again. But the truth is the truth, and you can't just not say it, because if you do, then you're capitulating the problem. And it is a problem. Good to have you back, Great Sky Troll. I agree on your statement about the podcast growing. Yes, I'm trying. I'm working as hard as I can. This is 58 shows now and 3 Everything Wrong with Genesis. So that's 60 shows under my belt. 60 weeks. I don't care about Adam and Steve or Eve or Lilith or Eve and Steve and Adam and Lilith. I just don't care what they do. Well, I don't really care either. But they had to do it or we wouldn't be here. Same, it gives me anxiety. I understand some of it, but I honestly don't. Don't get anxious, darling, because, and I'm going to call you darling, I don't care what you do, because that's just me. But don't get anxious. Take a deep breath and know that you are loved. If you've done the other thing, know that it's a sin, but it's not a sin that you can't be forgiven for. It's no different than smoking a cigarette being a sin. So live and be happy. Jesus Christ himself said, "Ye who have not sinned, cast the first stone." And everybody left one by one. Everybody. They were all judging this one girl because she had sex outside of wedlock. And they wanted to stone her to death. And he looked them right in the eyes. He knelt down and wrote something down on the ground. It doesn't say what he wrote, but I kind of assume it was something like a list. Like, "Bob, I saw you last week at Hooters with your girlfriend and your wife's at home. And George, I saw you down the road kissing on that black dude." You know, that's what I guess he wrote. But everybody that was in that crowd, and they called the crowd a multitude, so there was a lot of them, all left one by one because they knew every one of them were guilty of something. And then she said, "Why are you being so kind to me?" I'm paraphrasing now. And Jesus said, I'm just not judging you. Go and don't sin anymore. Just go do your thing. But don't sin anymore. That was the last part. But the moral of this story is, Jesus Christ, who is God on this earth, did not judge that woman. And he isn't going to judge you either. There are 10 commandments that you're supposed to live by. None of them involve homosexuality that I'm aware of. So everything else is forgivable. Ask for forgiveness and move forward. God knows about chemical imbalances. He's a smart God. He invented you. He knows about life choices and hardships and things that drive people in different directions and reasons people result in doing other things. You've done nothing wrong. So you shouldn't feel anxious about it. You should live happily and not worry one iota what anybody else thinks, because it's none of their damn business. All right, let's see here. And by the way, I only know a little bit. I'm not exactly sure I even know what I'm talking about here concerning you. I've only heard what I've heard, so if I say anything wrong, set me straight. You're trans, but simple. Don't believe in 100% gender thing. No, trust me. You are what you are. You can choose to be something else, but you're still the thing you are. That's just settled science. That being said, there's nothing wrong with what you've chosen to be. But you are what you are. Period. A furry, otherkin vampire wolf girl. That might be fun. I think there's 3 binary genders, male, female, and intersex. Well, there are 2. The word binary means 2. Means 0 and 1. Binary. There's only 2. That being said, occasionally there is a mix-up in DNA and it causes a mutation, and that mutation results in what they call a hermaphrodite, which has one or both sex organs. That is not a typical thing. That is a mistake in the DNA, right? That person still has to live. God still issues that person a soul, you see? So that person is just as accepted as the other 2. That DNA mistake is physical, right? There are other things that occur in life that cause mental things to happen. And whether you like it or not, what caused you to go down that path is a mental problem. It's a block somewhere that stopped your growth as a typical human being. And you went down a convergent path, right? There's no harm in that. There's no wrong in that. But it's not typical. Typical is binary, male and female. There are variations of that because of certain things that occur that cause that path to change. That doesn't make it wrong. And that doesn't make it worthy of judgment. And it's not up to me to judge you anyway. That being said, there are texts in the Bible that talk about how God feels about that, and I will leave it up to you to discover it. It's not my place to tell you that. but that's how he feels about it. That doesn't mean that he can't allow it to happen, because it happens all the time. So obviously he allowed it. If it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me, and that's all there is to it. The whole gender thing, and they're talking about, is that gender is a spectrum. I get what they are trying to say, but it's still confusing for people who don't get it. Well, see, this is the problem. There's a whole bunch of smart people who think they know what they're doing, and they spew a bunch of nonsense that they come up with in their heads and expect that to be what's science. But here's the problem with that. What you see with your eyes don't match what they're saying. You can paint something all kinds of colors, but it still had an original color, right? And if you see it with your eyes, it doesn't matter what color you paint it. You know what color it was originally. That's a bad metaphor, but I'm trying here, man. I don't know much about the situation, but I'm trying. I'm trying to make sense. So, here's the sense. The world is the way it is. It has not ever changed. It will never change. Sometimes people try to make it more than it is, and it gets confusing. My advice to you is to stop listening to those people, because number one, they don't have your best interest in heart. Number two, they don't know what they're talking about. They're making it up as they go along, just like everybody else is. They're just self-important, and they want you to feel like they're that important too. The word scientist does not mean knows everything. Okay? Most of the time it means knows very little about everything except for one thing, and that's the thing that he spends all his time thinking about, and probably is so far in the weeds that he's lost that too. That's what scientist really means. So don't worry about that. Don't let it confuse you. Satan is the author of confusion. God is not. If it's confusing, get away from it. Simple as that. And there's a lot of confusing garbage out there about different things, and colleges are spreading it the most. And the reason they're spreading it the most is because they have what's called a professor. And what a professor is, who is a person who has never had a real job, who has never spent a day in reality with people. They have spent their entire life in academia. They are judgmental. They are obnoxious. They think they know everything because they spent their life studying or something, like this guy, for whatever reason. And then they have this authority over young people and their minds. And they take their bullshit and pour it into these young minds. And these young minds, thinking that they're getting the source from they're getting the knowledge from the source, they go out and believe this shit. Here's the problem. Most of it's bullshit, and you need to know that. Going in, if you plan on going into that world, you need to know that the people teaching you do not know what they're talking about for the most part. The best thing you can do is get a book, learn for yourself. Amen. Thank you, April. Okay. My best friend's wife. Oh, my best friend's wife transitioned 3 years ago. He is now married to him. Had to walk through my own self to see how I felt, but I realized, hey, more power to them. If they found love, that's hard to do in this world for anybody, straight or gay. People judge me when they're at home beating their wives and doing who knows what. Well, that's true. But it's always going to be the case. Edward Coker, I don't know who you are, but thank you for joining us, sir. Wait a minute. There's numbers at the bottom here. You might be a bot. For the wonderful PayPal hack. Yeah, ignore that person. That's a bot, and I don't know how they got here. I'm going to ban them. I don't know how to ban people. I deleted the message. I don't know if you can still see it, but anyway. Unfortunately, there's a lot of big-headed people in the world, and if you're going to walk a different path than the norm, regardless of what you choose to do with your life, if it's not like everybody else that's around you, they are, first of all, going to be very negative towards you, because they don't want you to be abnormal. They want you to be just like they are. You ever heard the phrase, misery loves company? The reason is because miserable people don't want you to be happy. They want you to be miserable so they're not alone. Well, normal people want you to be normal so they're not alone. You have to be wiser than that. If you're going to choose to be something different than what you are, then you have to be wiser than the people who didn't choose it and walk above that. You're going to have to know that they're not able to handle it, that they're not going to look at you in the way you want them to, and that they may never accept the choices you've made, and you have to be okay with that. If you're not willing to take that heat, you shouldn't be making those changes in yourself, because it's going to get hot. So be strong, and just know that most people are idiots. No, I'm not him. I got no dog in that fight. That's correct, Mr. Great Sky Troll. We got no dog in that fight. We're just talking shit. We don't understand for the first minute what they're going through or what choices they've had to make or what led to those decisions. We're just talking shit because we're typically sort of normal, and it weirds us out a little bit. That's okay. That's human nature. That you can see with your own eyes. It's okay. Just be wiser than that and walk above it. God's not going to judge you. I'm not going to judge you. That's the people that matter in this instance. Really, you're the only person that matters. You're just a dude, man. Simple. Hey, whatever floats your boat. I'm sure it is. More common than I think. What's where you disagree? You talk about the gender thing, it's all a form, it's all from experience, not really other people. Yeah, that's not true, and you know it. I don't know what led you down the paths you've taken, but I know that you didn't do it 100% by yourself. I do know that. Whether you admit that or not, or whether you even see it or not, is a different thing. But trust me when I tell you, you didn't come about this on your own. And that's okay. That's just the nature of life. I could tell you, one day when if I ever see you again, and we get alone, and I can talk to you man to man, as it were, I'll tell you some stories about some things and some choices I've had to make. But that's a conversation for just me and you. Now, I might see you in October, right? I might tell you then. Maybe. Depends on the situation. Sometimes you feel. Sometimes I feel too. Well, between the two of us, I'm the one with long hair, so. Jeez. So, I know what's wrong with my computer now. I have viruses. Must from all that porn I've been watching. Okay. That's enough of that deep subject. Let's change the subject and talk about something a little lighter, because everybody gets a little emotional when they talk about things like that. And that's the last thing I want this podcast to be, is emotional, unless it's good emotions. Sweet emotions, if it were. That being said, I'm here to talk anytime you want to talk, and we'll talk about anything you want to talk about. So, if it helps, and, it's not my place to actually say anything, so I'm just offering if it helps, and if you like the idea of having someone who's been through a lot to talk to, I'm here for you. And that goes for everybody and for every situation. All you know is you want them to be happy. Me too. And that's all that's important. The rest of it doesn't matter. And if it does matter, it doesn't matter to us. Our job is to be supportive and to be protective and to make sure that those idiots that are out there that we all know exist don't get too close. To Kevin's comment, sometimes you feel like a woman, April? I'm starting to feel like there's a little uncomfortableness here talking about this, so let's change the subject. I'm not uncomfortable, but or not. We can keep talking about it if it's the right thing to talk about. Either way, I want you in this community, Sonny. You're welcome here, regardless. Bring some friends. Let's make it a party. You are welcome. I was talking to Sonny. Sing a song. You got it. I got a good woman at home who thinks I do no wrong. Sometimes, Lord, she just ain't always around. Don't you know that's when I fall? I can't help myself at all. And I'll get whiskey, bent, and hellbound. Play me a song about a rambling man. Put a cold one in my hand. 'Cause you know I like to get high and hear Jake Johnson play guitar till the sun goes down. Don't you know that's when I fall? I get all balled up inside. And I'll get whiskey, bent, and hellbound. Play me a song about a rambling man. Put old Jim Beam in my hand. 'Cause you know I still love to get drunk and hear those sounds. Don't play your cheating heart. It'll tear me all apart. And I'll get whiskey, bent, and hellbound. Sure enough about closing time, bounced on out of my mind. I end up with some trailer park floozy I found. Yeah, that's when I lost the words. And I get whiskey, bent, and hellbound. Don't you know I like to get drunk and hear Hank songs? What a miss, what a miss, what a miss, what a miss. Awesome, Jake. Absolutely. Thank you, cousin. Sing a song. Well, I'm here. Yay. No Kevin being funny. He is a character. Well, I hope so. Love it. You like that Hank Jr. kind of stuff? How about something like this? kicked the habit of smoking back some time ago. I tried the hard stuff, but I had to let all that go. The toughest thing I ever gave up was today. No habits like you are hard to break. I use lifesavers to help me get off cigarettes. My mama didn't raise no quitter. But you know for your love I ain't found a lifesaver yet. I've grown cold turkey, it's not even one kiss a day. No habits like you are hard to break. Old habits like you are hard to break. Love with someone new is so hard to make. Sometimes it's physically impossible. I have grown used to you and all of your ways. No habits like you are hard to break. Man. Tonight we're right or wrong. Tonight we'll sail on a radio song. Rescue me, should I go down if I stay too long in this one-horse town? Whoa, yeah, you wreck me, baby, oh, you break me in two, but you move me, honey, oh, yes you do. Now and then I get the feel, what if I don't win? What if I break even? Rescue me, should I go wrong if I dig too deep, if I stay too long? Whoa, yeah, you wreck me, baby, oh, you break me in two, but you move me, honey, oh, yes you do. I'll be the boy in the corduroy pants. You can be the girl at the high school dance. Rescue me, where did I go wrong? Just play too dumb, whatever you know. Whoa, yeah, you wreck me, baby. Oh, you break me in two. Yeah, you move me, honey. Oh, yes, you do. But you wreck me, baby. Oh, yes, you do. Yeah, you move me, honey. Oh, yes, you do. All right. I got time for about 2 more. What you guys want to hear? Oh, yeah. Poison. I forgot it. This is for you, Mr. Mercer. Hope you're still with us. We both fly silently still in the dead of the night. Though we both fly close together, we feel miles apart inside. Was it something I said or something I did? Did my words not turn out right? Oh, I tried not to hurt you. Oh, I tried. But I guess that's why they say every rose has its thorn. Yeah. Just like every night has its dawn. You're welcome. It's like every cowboy sings a sad song. Every rose has its thorn. Yes, it does. Listen to a favorite song playing on the radio. DJ says love's a game of easy come and easy go. But I wonder, does he know? Has he ever felt like this? Yeah, I know that you'd be here right now if I could let you know somehow. I guess every rose has its thorn, yeah. Just like every night has its dawn. Just like every cowboy sings a sad song. Every rose has its thorn. Yeah. Though it's been a while now, I can still feel so much pain. Like a knife that cuts through the womb, but oh, the scar remains. I could have saved a lovely night if I'd known what to say. Instead of making love, we both went our separate ways. And now I heard you found somebody new, that I never meant that much to you. Hearing that tears me up inside, and seeing you cuts just like a knife. I guess every rose has its thorn. Just like every night has its dawn. Just like every cowboy sings a sad song. Every rose has the storm. That's just for you, Mr. Mercer. All right. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, follow the links in the description below, and help a brother out and do some paypal.me/JakeJohnsonBand. Buy me a pack of cigarettes. What the hell? All right, I got time for one more, and I'm going to make it a good one. So here you go. First, I'm going to tune my guitar. Wasn't tuned, it's just my ears. Was out of tune. Train roll on down the line. Please take me far away. I feel the wind blowing outside my door, leaving my woman again. Yeah, Tuesday's gone with the wind. My baby's gone with the wind. Train roll on. I don't know which way I'm going. I just wanna be left alone. But when this train ends, I'll die again. Leaving my woman at home. Yeah. Tuesday's gone with the wind. Tuesday's gone with the wind. My baby's gone, yeah. Tuesday's gone with the wind. Yeah, my baby's gone with the wind. My baby's gone. Train roll on down the mountain. Please take me far away. I feel the wind blow outside my door. Please take me far away. Yeah, yeah. Tuesday's gone with the wind. Tuesday's gone with the wind. My baby's gone. Tuesday's gone with the wind. Yeah. My baby's gone with the wind. Train roll on. Little Lynyrd Skynyrd for the night ender. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate you a lot. I appreciate everything you do with me and for me. Help me keep me afloat and all that good stuff. That's awesome. And yes, I did check my account last week, and I didn't know who put it there, but thank you. Oh, you're going to order tonight? All right. Y'all don't forget to like box up top. Check the like box. Yeah, check the like box. That's the little thumbs up. Like, subscribe, share. Send it out to all your friends. Send it to everybody you love. Send it to everybody you hate. Hey, I can be an asshole too, so give it to everybody. A mug and a couple of shirts with the other pictures. Cool. Thank you. Awesome. I'll receive that in probably 14 days. So you'll get yours before I get mine, but that's all right. However you want to play it, I'm game. I appreciate it, but you know, I do have to say that I'm not talking to you guys personally. I'm talking to anybody who watches this video because I'm trying to build something here. So, you know, people in the future will see this video also. It's going to be here for a long time. So I'm hoping to build a revenue stream out of this. This is my new business venture. So I'm trying to make this my full-time job. That's what I'm going for. And when I get it to that position where I can actually spend all my time on it, the production value will go up. And as we go, you guys can help me by your feedback, by telling me things to talk about and leading me in directions. I mean, this is a community, so ultimately it's about being together and meeting new people and building a bigger, broader context to our lives. But we can take it in any direction you guys want to go in, because I'm here for your entertainment. So help me out. Tell me what you want to talk about. Tell me where you want to go. The Sunday thing, that's something I have to do. That's something I've been led to do my whole life. So I'm going to put a lot into that. But the Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing, that's all about you guys. Whatever y'all want, I'm here to do. I happen to be a guitar player, so that's what I'm offering. But we can do anything you like. You want me to find some other people that play and bring them in and let them play? That's fine. I'll do that too. You want to play cards? We can do that too. You want to talk about philosophical, deep things, or you want me to offend you on a regular basis, or you want to, whatever you want. I'm up for it. I'm game. I'm ready to go. I want to replace your cable. That's what I want. I want you to stop paying other people for bullshit and get real entertainment, because here's the truth. Nobody's having more fun than we're having right now, right here tonight. Everybody else is envious of us because we're having a blast. And that's worth a lot. So, with that, I'm out. I'll see you guys on Friday. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for making this a wonderful conversation and a great fun. And I'll see you guys. You're doing great. job. Thank you, Mr. Mercer. I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys on Friday. Good night.